Third International Congress of World Scientific Society for Study, Preservation and Popularization of Cultural Heritage of Uzbekistan was hosted in Tashkent on 22nd of August 2019. The event was attended by more than 300 scientists from 40 countries as well as more than 60 foreign and 70 national media.
I think it's a tremendously important contribution to the study of Islamic cultures everywhere, but especially to the study and understanding and popularization of Uzbek culture around the world.
During 2 days of the Congress, presentation of new 13-book albums of the series Cultural Heritage of Uzbekistan, in world collections more than 60 reports on the current issues of modern humanitarian science were presented.
I'm very much impressed about the number of people who are attending this Congress. I knew that the first two Congresses were well visited, but this one is even bigger, and I'm seeing many people from many countries all over the world being part of this Congress, and I think this is a very good development.
The event included thematic roundtables at Institute of Oriental Studies, named after Abu Rayhan Biruni, Amir Timur Museum, State Museum of History of Uzbekistan, and State Museum of Decorative and Applied Arts of Uzbekistan. With more than 30 scientists from Uzbekistan, France, the Netherlands, Germany, United States, and other countries made speeches.
It's wonderful to be here, to be with people from all over the world that we're all united with a similar interest in understanding the art and culture of Central Asia.
400 books were donated to the participants of the Congress. At Institute of Oriental Studies, named after Abu Rayhan Biruni, participants of the week were given a unique opportunity to come into contact with rare handwritten masterpieces of antiquity and the Middle Ages, to see firsthand the unique manuscripts stored exclusively in our country. Within the framework of Third International Congress, a unique exhibition, Kushan Empire and its contribution to the development of world civilization, opened in the capital. Along with other interesting artifacts, 50 gold exhibits of the famous Dalverzin Tepe treasure were exhibited there as well.
The relation of India and Uzbekistan is very ancient. It can be traced from the beginning of the Kushan period, where the same culture was spread not only in this land but on the Indian land too. And due to the spread of Buddhism, also it has influenced on the religious and material culture of India and Uzbekistan.
In honor of the opening of Third International Congress of World Scientific Society for Study, Preservation and Popularization of Cultural Heritage of Uzbekistan, Gala Dinner was organized on the evening of 22nd of August by main sponsor of the project, Ariel Group. Participants of the week were not left indifferent to bright performances of folk artists. Another memorable event of the week was the visit of Third International Congress participants to Spiritual Administration of Muslims of Uzbekistan. They explored the greatest heritage of the entire Islamic world, sacred relics, unique ancient manuscripts Uthman Quran, as well as 16 sheets of Katalangar Quran, which is also identified by world scientists as one of the Qurans of Uthman. On the evening of August 23, gala reception for participants of Third International Congress took place in Japanese Garden of the capital. The main event was the premiere screening of Firdaus Abdukhalikov's documentary Uzbekistan, Legends of Love. The film was shot by television channel Russia Culture, National Association of Electronic Mass Media of Uzbekistan, Sevimli TV channel, with the support of the State Committee for Tourism Development. Participants of the Cultural Heritage Week visited the city of Termez, where International Archaeological and Tourist Forum Uzbekistan, Crossroads of Great Roads and Civilizations was held on 24th of August. The forum heard more than 30 reports related to the archaeology of Uzbekistan, sensational discoveries made by scientists in this direction in recent years and characterizing the historical parts of Uzbekistan from the Stone Age to late Middle Ages. During the forum, it was officially announced that the ancient city found in the settlement of Kampertepe in Surkhandarya region is the legendary Alexandria and Oxus. The participants of the week had a chance to see with their own eyes the grandiose buildings of the magnificent outpost, Alexandria and Oxus.
This is not an opening just of one place, one site. Very historic, very ancient, very important. but it's really a regional opening.
In order to popularize this unique place, as well as to protect the historical monument, the government will develop a special program.
I'm so delighted to be here. I'm really excited to see the Buddhist art, to see Kanishka, to see the manuscripts, to see the models. It's very exciting.
In addition, guests of the week visited one of the most unique sites of Surkhan Darya, Faya Stepa Buddhist temple complex, and also explored rare relics and artifacts from collections of Termes Archaeological Museum. Moreover, tour dedicated to the secrets of epigraphic decor at the objects of Bukhara architecture called What the Architectural Monuments of Uzbekistan Were Silent About was organized for participants of Cultural Heritage Week. Another group of foreign participants of the week took part in International Conference of Islamic Scholars, Light from the Depths of the Centuries, in Samarkand. Having made a pilgrimage to Imam al-Bukhari Memorial Complex, they got acquainted with Al-Bukhari International Research Center, which received a donation in the form of facsimile of unique manuscript of the Middle Ages and publishing products of the project Cultural Legacy of Uzbekistan in World Collections. Bright and memorable event of the week was an evening in Samarkand in the park of Bagh Shamal, recreated in the likeness to the gardens of Amir Timur.
It's wonderful to connect.
The thematic festival Samarkand, Heart of Silk Road, was held there. The event immersed guests of the ancient city and participants of Cultural Heritage Week in the atmosphere of the great Amir Timur.
It's really wonderful. It's a fascinating place, so beautiful. All the people which are involved in the event, and the food is amazing.
The final stage of Cultural Heritage Week of Uzbekistan was the participation of guests in a conference attended by UNESCO Secretary General Audrey Azoulay.
New generation which is coming now, and we need to transmit, and it's very, very important to have such occasions.
Head of UNESCO Audrey Azoulay was received by President of the Republic of Uzbekistan Shavkat Mirziyoyev. The meeting discussed topical issues of further development of partnership and implementation of the agreements, including those reached after the next session of the World Heritage Committee. The official opening of Sharq Taranalara Festival was a solemn court, which along with numerous foreign guests was attended by more than 60 foreign journalists, as well as bloggers from 40 countries covering Cultural Heritage Week. Among them was the leading information channel of Europe, Euronews, in which aired today one can see the brightest shots of the grand event held in Uzbekistan.
I was very happy to hear the commitments taken by the authorities, by the president himself. So this was the message that we wanted to hear, and it also we wanted to send by this visit at this Cultural Heritage Week.
Finally, overall results of the week's work was the adoption of the address by Congress participants to the President Shavkat Mirziyoyev.
It is not only a scholarly project for academics, but it will have a lot of importance also for students, for sociologists, and for local government in Uzbekistan.
In the address, more than 300 members of world society expressed their readiness to help the new Uzbekistan and personally to the head of the Republic in his tireless activities to preserve and promote cultural legacy of Uzbekistan.
And I really appreciate the cultural heritage of Uzbekistan, which is very enhanced by all the participations of the Uzbek population and the role of the President Mirziyoyev in this development.
I think that Uzbekistan stands at an important crossroads. If Uzbekistan is willing to take the necessary steps, because it can truly be one of the most important countries, not only in Central Asia, but in Asia itself.
As a result of the work of the International Congress, a roadmap for activities of world society for the next 2 years has been adopted. World experts are grateful to the government of the Republic of Uzbekistan and the organizers of the project for the unique opportunity to consolidate the world's scientific forces and create a kind of international scientific laboratory of scholars, which has no analogues in the world.